What up, YouTube? It's your boy Sleep back with another video, and today we are reacting to the Marvel Rivals situation is annoying. This is what it is with the Marvel Rivals community. There's a whole bunch of toxic shit going on. Let's see what this video is about. But before we do, go ahead and like the video, hype the video, sub up. Let's see what this video hit for. Let go.
This is gonna be
I hope this isn't
selfish.
I hope this isn't a rage-based situation like the last one, because the last one was bad. Gemma, I'm still on your ass. I'm waiting for people to cover it because I really don't want to make a commentary style. I know I said it on live, but I really I need time. You know what I'm saying?
Just don't find any other character fun in this game. It's overhealth and damage boost. Yeah, but guys, I'll be honest. Once again, I don't really give a I want to play Schoolgirl. To do the Ultron, or would you rather Rocket?
To do Ultron was like 2 games ago, dude. Or play whatever you want.
You get invited to a tournament and you don't try your hardest, especially when there's money on the line. Why would you even play?
Most recently, the Marvel Rivals community just cannot get it together. Tournament after tournament, if you've been tapped in.
It's always in the tournaments, which is why I will never play a tournament on Marvel Rivals. I'm just gonna play practice matches. That's the only piece I'm gonna get. If I step in them lobbies, bro, it's gonna people be complaining like it's a life mission to like get a win. Like,
been an issue.
Their life depends on it.
Going
like,
with drama being a consistent thing, and most recently, for anyone who's actually unaware, Marvel Rivals is having a World Cup, which has a prize pool of 300K.
Oh wow,
and there
that's
was
crazy.
A very big issue with some of the U.S. teams, specifically being 2 creators named Warren and R. Mori. Mainly Warren against his entire team, but R. Mori is the one that's being singled out because she's been the most vocal about everything that has been going on. And basically, it's the entire Zaza Stack Kingsman situation all over again, except replace Widow with Squirrel Girl. And if that means nothing to you, don't worry about it, because we're going to dive into the situation, obviously starting from the very beginning with who even are any of these people.
So basically, what I'm getting is that one person was using a character in throwing and didn't want to switch. And didn't care to switch, I guess.
How do we get here in the first place?
Like, does everybody want to win, or does like
not win?
just, like,
win on the Squirrel.
Win!
Okay, but like we're not going to win on the Squirrel.
Believe it.
Recently, Marvel Rivals has been hosting a 300K tournament with many different regions competing. Basically, an entire World Cup for Marvel Rivals. And with that comes a bunch of people who have probably never interacted, talked to each other, or don't know about each other, all coming together on a team to try and win a super large prize pool. A lot of people will hear that and think, dang, that's an amazing opportunity, but certain creators just don't know
300,000.
And specifically, we're going to be talking about Warren, an ex-Overwatch pro who does a lot of content creating, from streaming, making videos, short form content, all of that, who after his team lost in said tournament, he decided to make a tweet with a video attached to it saying that the vibe started out good but slowly turned horrible.
We're strong on
backline.
DPS, we're strong on supports, and we have like good tank.
Are these y'all avatars, bro, that y'all using for the stream game? It's getting weirder and weirder, dog. I ain't gonna lie.
Like, I think we're okay.
Yeah, good single
Got
paint.
Pepper
Have you played
Pig.
Ultron before?
Nope.
Oh, this is just Discord, right? Okay, I take that back.
Never in my life.
Have you played Rocket before?
Nope. No, I'm a Schoolgirl demon. Tell him.
No, I believe
this guy can throw a net. Trust me.
Well, I could
XQC, nigga.
try the triple support. Do you want me to do the Ultron, or would you rather
The time
Rocket?
to do Ultron was like 2 games ago, dude. Or play whatever you want. Doesn't matter.
Okay.
Let's just have fun.
Opinions on the Marvel Rivals World Cup so far. Wish there was more advertisement in general. It's good that they got people who are familiar with the game but don't main Rivals. Great for reaching out to new audience. If you're going to get invited to a 300K tournament, probably should learn more than Squirrel Girl. A lot of people would give anything for an opportunity like this. This is a tweet coming from J3, a very prominent content creator who also participated in the World Cup tournament. Seeing the stuff about Warren, specifically that tweet that had that clip attached to it, made him call it out and understand that he definitely was not trying his hardest in order to win any of this money. And in the beginning, a lot of people were genuinely upset with J3, and what didn't help was Warren's tweet replying to it, trying to clarify and make himself look better. Just to clarify, I only had a few days from the moment I was invited to the actual tournament. It was pitched as a creator tournament, so I accepted like always. Every day off stream, I practiced my main, Squirrel Girl, and more, and tried to pick up Cyclops. He got banned non-stop, with many people trying to give a lot of support to Warren, saying that his outburst was definitely warranted. His teammates were actually
See, I don't know much about the game, but why don't y'all niggas ever like? Why don't I ever hear about Human Torch game? Cause that's the one that I learned first, and I feel like I would be nice and nasty with the shits. You feel me? I don't never see that game. Is he ass? Is he bad? That nobody's even picking him to ban him or nothing. Nobody's even arguing, or I never hear him come up with conversation. It's always like,
the ones in the wrong, pointing at them, acting weird or being rude to him.
They say Spider-Man the hardest in the game. I learned that.
Definitely wasn't in the wrong. Nothing bad really came from that, and it's not even like it was just random
attacks,
people
bro?
on Twitter trying to back him up, or even being upset with the fact that J3 called him out. But even other content creators who were trying to give him a lot of leeway for this situation.
This is sad because like Warren is like getting way too much for this. Like he genuinely doesn't deserve this much. It's not really his fault for like the way the teams were balanced and like having such short notice. That said though, if your teammates were telling you to play something and you refuse to play it, then like that is kind of your fault. You got to take accountability on that one. It does make me sad because I do like Warren, I do like Jay, and I like Aramori as well. Realistically, there's no reason for this to be piling on even more. I do think Jay has a point where there's probably a lot of creators who would have loved the opportunity, and I don't think this is Warren's fault in any way, shape, or form. Rivals does just like throw a lot of money at people just to make them show up. So many of the teams don't have 2-2-2. They have like 4 support players, and so I think if teams are given to you by a tournament organizer, they need to do more diligence on figuring out who's going to be playing what roles and who has like the ability to play what roles. NetEase definitely has to be doing a better job organizing these together. But I do actually really feel bad for Warren for getting so much. He has a point. Like I don't think they would have won regardless, but also not playing things that your teammates are asking you to play and just playing whatever you want. That's just being a bad.
Especially if you're not like proficient in the game, you can't really. That's kind of like cocky. Like, oh, my teammates is telling me to use this. I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna do what I want. Says a person who's nice at the game though, like who's nice like that with any character, or you know what I'm saying. And it's like they haven't seen you use that character, so they don't know. So they don't know that you're nice at this character. They never seen anybody being nice at the character, but you are. So when they're telling you, be like, nigga, fuck what you talking about, bro? I'm gonna do what I want. But yeah, like, but if you just said that you spent your days off stream learning your own proficient too, it sounds like you're like a casual playing in the tournament, so you probably should listen to your teammates, nigga.
Teammates, because I like all the people involved, and I don't want to see them fight. But I think there probably needs to be a little bit of accountability from everybody, even NetEase. I don't think you can write it off and just say, oh, if you just played this, we would have won. Like it wouldn't have mattered.
When you have big creators like this, along with other people on Twitter, all coming together, defending you, collaborating your story, saying that you're not really in the wrong. Not only were your teammates being rude, but J3 is actually weird for calling you out, basically giving them all the support in the world. It's going to make somebody feel like they're not in the wrong and they're going to start moving like that. But in every story, there has to be someone who actually is wrong, at least on Twitter and most of the internet. So a bunch of people started pointing at Aramori, the teammate you heard at the very end of the original clip, saying that the time for playing Ultron is over, purely because he responded to his tweet saying something that caught a lot of people off guard. You're saying you can fill after we are already out of the tournament. Of course I'm tilted, bro. LOL, it's 300K.
Yo, this slang is losing me, gang. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't know what she's talking about. What does fill mean? I'll take tilted as being tight.
Hey, my bad. Next time I'll tell you it's not your fault for picking Squirrel Girl over and over.
Damn, she said,
let's just say
all right,
after
I'm
those
gonna call you
tweets
next
came
time.
out, a bunch more people decided to focus their anger on Aramori instead of just J3, which had her responding to the masses on Twitter again. Yes, there were other issues. Yes, 1000%, myself included, but I don't want to sit here and let Warren TV act like, woe is me, she was so mean. I got Zaza'd in a tournament 10 times the prize pool as Basm, bro. Oh my gosh, Kingman was so much meaner and got a bajillion followers. If I'm silent, I'm a quiet pushover who can lead. If I take charge and lead, I'm a bitch. Can't win, go next. Before any real clips came out of stuff that Warren was saying, a lot of people were genuinely mad at J3 and Aramori, saying that these tweets were uncalled for, saying that they were being bullied, saying that they were being rude, and it's the Kingman Zaza stack situation all over again. But this time, Warren TV is actually the one that's in the right. He was just trying his best in the tournament and ended up getting bullied by the rest of his teammates. When a bunch of people saw those complaints, saw those theories, and decided to actually pull up clips of stuff that he was saying when they asked him to try Ultron, showing that it's a completely different story than what's being displayed on the line.
Louder.
Can you play Ultron and just see if it's like comfortable? If it's not comfortable, then it's like
You're doing this in a tournament though? Trying out a character mid-tournament? Or am I like
it's not.
It's just like Domina.
Yeah, it's just you have 2 drones, right? Put one on your backline, put one on X, right? Move one around from who's ever taken damage, and then like super easy beam to hit, play low.
Yeah, this is gonna be diabolically selfish. I just don't find any other character fun in this game. It's overhealth and damage boost. Yeah, but guys, I'll be honest. Once again, I don't really give a fuck. I just want to play schoolgirl. Nah, bro. Oh my god. You don't understand. I just want to play Squirrel Girl. I'll tell them after. I'm just playing this out to show like effort, and then I'm just gonna tell them that I would rather play Squirrel Girl or DPS. I mean, this is like legit just not even a fucking support, which is hilarious.
You're dead.
This is insane. Bro,
I mean, he's not doing bad though. You know what I'm saying?
bro, like these characters.
Honestly, doesn't really matter.
He just got out of this 50-hour work week. He just wanted one
But it's just like Human Torch. I might pick that up, you know what I'm saying?
This is fucked up, guys. I feel bad.
You guys are fucking six stacking in quick play.
This is disgusting, really.
Like he looks really good.
No, but he's a snooze fest. My gosh, put me on the squirrel. No.
Okay. Well, it's like
On Ultron, honestly.
yeah. Okay. Well, like so my question is like Warren. I totally get you want to play squirrel. Does everybody want to win or does like
No,
do people
win.
just, like,
Win
do you
on
want-
the
does one
squirrel.
win? Okay, but like we're not going to win on the squirrel.
Believe it.
It'd be funny if he
Believe
picks it
in
anyway.
us.
If he picks it anyway.
Believe in the me that believes in you.
Knows that he's being selfish, shows that he doesn't care, even gave it a try, but only gave it a try to say that he was showing effort. If this doesn't show a giant crybaby, because that's really what I'm going to call this in your eyes, and I don't know what will. One of his teammates literally even asked him after he said he wanted to play Squirrel Girl because the character was a snooze fest, saying that, do you want to win or are we trying to have fun? Because if we're trying to win here, why wouldn't we just flex or try other comps that might work? Instead, he's just saying he wants to play Squirrel Girl and basically going to try his best to run it down on that character and force the rest of his team to adapt around him. When even though that was just a quick play match that they just played, they did perfectly fine and he was able to use the character well. It's not like he can't adapt in any way, shape, or form,
Like
because
I
he
said.
comes from another game where you try out and play other characters depending on the situation. Again, he used to play Overwatch, so I don't understand how a bunch of people are trying to sit here and like this guy is just some child who doesn't understand what's going on. And even after getting a bunch of hate, instead of going out and be like, yeah, he was in the wrong, yeah, he could have done something better, he goes and attacks the rest of his teammates.
Like when I was like, Armor, do you have a coach in mind? And she invited him. I was kind of hoping that
I'm not gonna lie, he looked like a giant kid, bro. What the fuck is his headset?
he would help play my heroes better. Does that make sense? Like, what was the coach's purpose?
What game is this though? It should look kind of tough.
In RVC, if it wasn't going to be like, hey, you could position and do this
I'm telling you this.
differently. You could save your cooldowns for this. You can, you know, instead of just go rocket, go ultra. Like, I get the notion, but I also find that it was disrespectful. Like, that was bad coaching, plain and simple. It's bad coaching to be like, hey, just like,
Oh, this
go
is Rivals?
support. When we
I'm dumb
had
as hell.
3 fucking support players. And it's like, that's why I didn't. To be
This is Squirrel Girl.
100% honest with you, in the first half of the tournament, I didn't. Just saying, I'm seeing a lot of familiar faces in this tournament as in the last tournament as the current.
Let's see if I know anybody though. I know a Lulu. I don't know about Lulu. There's a blonde girl that be killing it at Arc Raiders and shit. Like she be fan speech. Aspen. I don't know who that is. Warren. Yeah, I'm out the loop. This is not my lane, nigga. Yeah, I don't know anybody. This is the girl that was complaining. Yeah, I don't know
One,
nobody.
including Doki Bird, Aramori. Wait a second. Fan. Wait, Aramori, Doki Bird.
Fan, that's the girl that's Ludwig's. Is it Ludwig's shorty?
Fan, we're all in this tournament too, and none of them were on my team, and XQC and I won. That's fucking weird. What just goes to show I don't
But they won though, so why are they still bitching? Why is it still a thing though? Like,
actually know if the problem was us. XQC is 2-6, 4-4, 3-4, 3-5, 1-4, 2-4. Why is everybody so dead set on me being the problem? I costed the whole fucking tournament for them apparently. I was the one taking it too lightly. Dude.
I'm trying to look at the stats. Where's his name at? Which one is him? This is him right here.
We were hot ass.
I could understand being a little bit annoyed. I could understand wanting to defend yourself, but going about it in this way just makes you seem like a worse person. Again, I've only shown you Mori and J3 even speaking out and saying anything because everybody else stayed silent and didn't really have a response. But he decided to come on here and not only attack Mori, but also other people on his team, calling them out, calling them all bad, and basically saying other things about them that were unnecessary. So now it's not a you versus Mori, you versus J3, you versus the internet. It's you versus your entire team, where you're talking bad about certain people out of left field for no real reason, which even led to Fan, someone else on his team that he called out in one of those clips, making a tweet showing proof text messages that she was being nice to the guy after the tournament, and now all of a sudden he's talking bad about her, dissing her for no real reason. You know, I wasn't going to say anything, but randomly flaming two people that didn't say anything negative to you the entire time, let's be real. He only refused to play Hitscan and Rivals because he didn't want to ego check and look bad if he played bad rank 1 Ash. I'm breaking my Twitter abstinence just to agree with you. LOL, I sent him this nice ass message after the tournament, and Doki Bird also said on stream that
I'm breaking my Twitter abstinence just to agree with you. LOL, I sent him this nice ass message after the tournament, and Doki Bird also said on stream that he didn't deserve hate, and this is what we got in return for trying to be nice and understanding. Rivals grin. Here's a bunch of hi. I re-downloaded Twitter just to message you since you're not accepting friend requests. I don't don't feel bad. LMAO, it's just a fuck ass creative tournament. I played in plenty where I was the clearest sandbag by a mile. It would make no sense to expect someone to play above their skill level. Legit, just shitty balancing on NetEase's part. Not gonna lie, to put you against literal one above all the DPS players. The game, we're torture and suffering for all of us, but at least we experienced it together. Element. Just wanted to send you a GG's despite the horrendous games, our horrendous games.
he didn't deserve hate, and this is what we get in return for trying to be nice.
He's gonna read it anyway, nigga. Damn.
Rivals grin, with some of the messages saying, "Don't feel bad. LMFAO is just a fuck ass creator tournament. I played in plenty where I was the clear sandbag by a mile." Just trying to give him a little bit of encouragement after all of the hate that she's probably been seeing him get online, and after a bunch of people, including his own teammates, saying that he is a problem, and it really wasn't trying to adapt to the team framework. So going out of your way to just throw anybody under the bus.
It really be that serious, but like y'all can really dictate who somebody uses just because you think that they not good enough to play that character game. I ain't gonna lie. If people say I'm stubborn, I just don't like being told what to do. So you telling me, hey, maybe you shouldn't use that character, knowing that I'm proficient in that character, bro, I don't know if I would switch, nigga. Now, if I'm doing this for a living and I'm good at the game, I'd obviously try to be good at or great at most of the players on there, so it wouldn't matter who I switch to, so that wouldn't bother me. But if I have a main that I stick to, just y'all ganging up on me, telling me this, I don't know.
Who didn't even say anything bad about you, makes you look like a terrible person in comparison.
For the sake of the tournament, I might
really
concede.
Side, or anybody that was defending him completely switched sides immediately, and even the Rivals community wasn't on the side in the first place, but just use that as more ammo to talk bad about him.
And I have the platform to speak out on it,
brother.
so I'm gonna speak out against it.
When you got this nigga talking, bro, you know that's your shit. And he ain't gonna hold back either.
The reason the Kingsman situation got as bad as it was because the accused party were a bunch of women. I made a video talking about how women get the short end of the stick in gaming consistently. And this $300,000 Marvel Rivals tournament is literally just a clear-cut example of what I am talking about. Back in January, let's set the stage. $40,000 tournament, Zaza locks Widow, a character that she has taken to eternity, multiple seasons. which a majority of the Marvel Rivals space cannot do. There's outrage. Okay, cool. Now let's jump to a $300,000 tournament. All triple the pot and quadruple the pot. $300,000. This guy is an ex-Hitscan Overwatch Pro player, and he's forcing Squirrel Girl. And I'm seeing niggas on the internet, a majority of y'all, talking about some cut him some slack. Brother.
There ain't no cut him some slack. I understand what they saying, bro. It's like, nigga, this is a tournament and you potentially causing us to lose. Now, did they win? But it's not the point, it's the principle. Like, nigga, you don't give a fuck about the team, nigga. Niggas trying to win and you fucking shit up.
Genuinely use the money. And he's forcing Squirrel Girl in a $300,000 Marvel Rivals tournament. So where's the outrage? I'm seeing a lack of outrage for something that's clearly worse than the Zaza situation. But for some odd reason, I'm seeing people talking about giving this guy some slack. All of you are burgers. This is what I was talking about. The whole situation.
That's a lame ass insult, nigga. Shut up.
Was just an excuse for misogynism.
Let a nigga tell me I'm a burger, nigga. I'm gonna flip your ass. Let's see who the burger is, nigga.
To hate on women. No, blatantly, because there's almost zero outrage and zero controversy over this bullshit. It's literally worse than the Zaza situation. $300,000, and this nigga could care less. And he's forcing Squirrel Girl after he decided to play Ultron for only one round. This nigga had the gall to say, I'm gonna play Ultron just to show some effort, and then I'm gonna swap Squirrel Girl and tell him I don't wanna play Ultron. What happened to, oh, bro, if Kingsman was to tell me to do some shit, bro, for a $40,000 tournament, I'm swapping to whatever. Okay, hold that same energy for this nigga and get him going. But of course, why would y'all do that? Because a lot of this community is just misogynistic as hell. And I'm calling it out. Every single one of y'all niggas. Y'all let me know what you think in the comment section down below.
For anyone who didn't know who that was Entei Blaze, a Marvel Rivals creator who has consistently made content about the game for a minute now and even streams the game consistently. His opinion was basically spread out in the same throughout other Rivals creators from what I have seen, calling this whole situation sexist, saying that it is similar to the Zaza and Kingman situation and people are just switching up because it's a woman who is the victim in this situation.
Now, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. It's crazy you say that, because the last situation that happened that we covered, you was going crazy on Shorty. You was going crazy on Virtual Gemma. You know what I'm saying? You was part of the outrage. And you were saying some wild stuff. You know what I'm saying? You was calling her out her name and all that. Where's your video for this situation? Besides the one that just played. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. Now, I'm not hip. I'm not tapped into this algorithm of Marvel Rivals for real, so I don't know who any of these people are, but I seen your face before and I seen your video before and I seen a video that was played that had you in it or what you were saying, and it sounded kind of crazy. I ain't gonna hold you. So who's really part of the problem, bro? It's just funny to hear that. I'm saying, like,
and not a guy, and from what I am seeing, it's true. A lot of people are only
and the only reason why I remember is because it was a short dread head with a green backdrop. With 2x speed, pitch voice type shit. You know what I'm saying? And he's speaking of Marvel Rivals. So it can only be so many people. If it's the wrong guy, I apologize. I stand down. But as of right now, it's looking like the same dude, bro.
Because he is just a guy in this situation, and people are trying to come up with every single excuse possible to try and make him feel better. Even certain people who weren't outwardly talking bad about him or were still going behind scenes and telling him, hey, it's all right, just push it over, it's drama, just let it bypass. He was still crying out and outraging like a complete child. And it gets to a certain point where even bigger creators started to call him out as well, like J3.
If you get invited to a tournament and you don't try your hardest, especially when there's money on the line, why would you even fucking play? Like, why? Now, be honest with me. Why would you play? Because, oh, if you just show up and lose, you get like $2,000 still. Like, bro, that's what a shitty ass mentality, in my opinion. Like, if you show up to a tournament just to collect whatever you get last place on, I think that's a horrible mentality. There are 6 people on the team. 5 including yourself, right? You are telling me you are willing to be very selfish to load up into a game, a tournament that you don't even want to play, just to collect the
But like, why play the tournament if you don't want to play it? Oh, it's a creators event, so like you said, fuck it. But still, why even do that? Because not everybody's going in with the same intentions as you. Oh, I'm a creator just going into it's just something to do. You know what I'm saying? Just regular. No, nigga. There's some people that really need that money, dog, and they better play their ass off for that money. And it's the fact that you on their team. I don't know if it's by default or what, how that works. But you on their team, and now you throwing it and making them lose the opportunity to get that $300,000. Of course, it's split 5 ways, but that's still a lot of bread, bro. Come on, dog. Get it together, dog.
Money? Like, you're fucking over 5 other people who
Yeah.
probably need the money to pay bills and shit, but you don't really care. Like, that's a problem to me. And that's where my opinion is. I think that's just fucked up. If you don't really care, if you don't want to put the time into the game, if you don't really want to practice, give the fucking spot to...
From what I've seen of Warren, it has just been a victim mentality this entire time. He has recently issued out an apology and even went private on Twitter because of the amount of hate and attention this entire situation has been getting. But a lot of it is due to himself. Anytime someone brought up a concern that he made, every time somebody brought up a complaint, he either pushed the blame off to somebody else, said that it was his teammates' fault, and at no point in time really made any type of attempts to take accountability for one, not trying, like he even admitted on his own stream, not really caring and just trying to force a character that wouldn't actually work. And the fact that anybody's getting mad at J3 or Aramori or anybody else for calling this type of stuff out in a more respectable manner, because they could have been 10 times more rude in my eyes, or genuinely losing their mind. At least that's how I feel. If you want to tell me how you feel, the best place to do that would be the comment section down below, because the video was unfortunate.
Man, what y'all think, bro? Because me personally, it's like, I already gave a situation to where it would be okay. Like, nigga, if I'm nice as hell, this character, and nobody knows that for real, never seen me use the character, but I know that I'm nice and we're not gonna throw the game, nigga, I'm not listening to you. But if I'm a casual on this game and I don't play this shit, and there's people telling me, showing me characters that I could use, and then you doing decent with the character that they told you to use. It's not like you was killing it, you know what I'm saying? What's the problem? Like, why can't you just, why do you gotta be like, oh, I'm gonna just use it, but I don't really give a fuck. I'm gonna go back to playing. Nigga, come on, dog. Is that the definition of throwing? This is what y'all be talking about? Is that a thrower? Because me personally, I don't like niggas like that. So if that's what that is, I don't like it and I don't stand with it. That's the end of this video. Make sure y'all like the video, hype the video, sub up, comment down below. Locked in. Let's get it.